Hello, I'm Diana Belchase, and I'm so pleased today to be here with one of my favorite authors, Miss Dolly Yates. Dolly has written not one, but 3 books, and she started writing at the age of 90. She's now 94 and has quite a following. Her books are available on Amazon, and today we're talking about her book, Tales from the Teapot. Dolly, can you tell us a little bit about what your book is about?
Yes, I can. Being born in England, I've been drinking tea for 94 years now. So I should know a little bit about tea. It's just simply a way of life in England. So I've come to write my book in response to being asked to speak several times. And I thought this would be good to write it down. But my book is different in this sense because it holds my own personal stories, which you will find quite funny, I'm sure of that. There is certainly quite an amount of information in it, which is quite good. Not all of the information, but some of it. And then also running through the book, I do find you will find there is an inspirational message running through.
Well, you're always an inspiration for me, and I thought the book was absolutely delightful. Could you tell me, we're here sitting at a typical English tea table, correct?
Yes?
Could you tell me what the different components that we see on the table are?
Yes. Well, quite simply, the most important thing is a cup of real tea. And when I say tea, I mean real tea, not any herbal concoctions, but tea which is made from Camellia sinensis, which is the botanical name for pure tea. And I have a sample of pure tea here. As you see right here, this is the original tea leaf, how it is grown. And it's been growing like that since time immemorial. And I'm going to be drinking some of this tea. It has the most wonderful flavour. Now here, this is what it's like before it has been brewed, about as big as a currant. Now here, as you'll see...
A currant is a raisin for those of us Americans.
Oh, all right, or raisin, whatever, all right. And now here you see the contents of a tea bag. You see the process that's gone through is from that. So therefore, this really has lost some of its original flavour. And having drank this, you really want to drink it all the time. So we're going to drink some of the real tea now.
I can't wait. So tell me, may I? Yes, thank you so much.
So that is a must, that you must have real tea. With regard to other things, if you want milk in your tea, fine. If you don't want milk in your tea, fine. Originally, tea was never drunk with milk, preferably as it is. So this is how I'm having mine today. How about you, Diana?
I think I will try it straight and see what the real flavor is. Now tell me about this cup.
Yes.
What kind of tea cup
This
is
is
this?
called Old Country Rose, and this has been familiar in England way back from about the 1950s. And it started with a weekly soap opera called the Forsyte Saga, and they always used this china. So since then, everyone almost in England has this pure china, and it's so popular, it's still in vogue today, and if you break it, it can be easily replaced. And of course, it's very important to have real thin bone china. It gives the tea a nice flavour. It also gives you yourself a real nice feeling. You know, you take the china cup, you lift it daintily to your face like this, and it makes you feel $1 million. I think that's all right for the price of a cup of tea. And then also you must have a nice tablecloth, and then a nice one on the top, preferably, and homemade lemon curd.
Oh, Miss Dolly makes the best lemon curd in the whole world.
Homemade lemon curd, and also homemade scones. And then also we have jam and cream also. And it's very nice to have a very nice silver-plated teapot if you can, or a china teapot. That's very, very nice. And then a nice dainty napkin also.
With this beautiful lace motif.
Yes.
Thank you so much. When you put this out for me, it makes me feel so very special.
Yes, and it doesn't cost a lot of money to make people feel good. And actually, that's one of the hallmarks of tea. whenever you sit down to drink tea by yourself or with anyone, you always feel psychologically better. Somehow or other your troubles don't seem nowhere near as big. They seem to just roll away. And it's such a beautiful feeling, you get completely relaxed. So may I pour you some tea, Diana?
Please do. And while you're pouring, I'd like to just to give the titles of your other books. So the first one is called Tales from the Teapot, Hidden Treasures Found in the History of Tea. The next one is called One Heart, Two Countries, about Miss Dolly's journey from Great Britain to the United States, where she emigrated to the United States here at the age of 60, I believe, yes?
68.
68.
Mhm.
And the last of her 3 books is called Share My Gold, which is about her journey to spirituality and her journey to Christ. But if I may, Miss Dolly, I'd like to read from the back, because this endorsement from Peter Worsley, who's the assistant editor of This England magazine, wrote, "The English have a love affair with the teapot, and why not? In its early days, This England magazine styled itself as refreshing as a cup of tea. After all, it is a drink which pleases everyone who enjoys it and never offends those who don't. Any book reminiscing on the subject is therefore most welcome, and this collection of thoughts and anecdotes fits the bill admirably. Polly, put the kettle on." Thank you so much for being here with me today, and
Cheers.
cheers.
Enjoy your cuppa with us.
And I'm Diana Belchase, here with Dolly Yates. Keep reading.